All right, it is Monday, August 10th, 2026. Uh, went back to work yesterday. Um, my chief called me or texted me in the morning. It was like, hey, pick up back on your normal shift today. And then so today I'm meeting with chief to get I'll be going on a new schedule since I'm fully certified. And I have some ideas of what that schedule will be. The Hopefully the good thing is we don't do any full overnight shifts. We definitely don't do any 12-hour shifts. So I think I'm pretty mentally prepared to not have a shift that's like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., which would just absolutely suck. Uh, it just kind of throws your social life off and your health markers off. But it is what it is. I follow a couple of people who are in law enforcement and work overnight shifts, rotating overnight shifts, but they still work overnight shifts, and they seem to do just fine. I think with all that, just preparation is key, which I've done a better job at this year than I have the past couple of years. Um, but I am looking forward to getting my new schedule, especially because I'm hoping that um, I could play softball this year because I didn't get to play last fall because our league was on Monday night and I work Saturday through Wednesday, and I'm off Thursday and Friday, and I was working the evening shift like 4 to midnight or 2 to 10 p.m. So I might get a daytime shift, or even better, I might get an early morning shift starting at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Obviously, I'm a morning person, so I'd rather much prefer that. It would push my app workouts to the early afternoon, which I'm completely fine with because if I can get work done but still work out at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's fine because I'm still beating I just don't like one training between 4:30 and 7 because the gym crowd is just almost every gym is bad, and I'm not cool enough or rich enough to have my own private gym yet. So until that day comes, I won't like training it between basically 4 and 7 p.m. So if I can get to the gym and train at 2 or 3, I would be completely fine with that because I would still get cardio done fasted in the morning. Um, Either do it here and then drive to work, or drive to work and do it at the gym in town before I get on shift. Either one would be fine. The safer option is probably getting up, packing up my stuff, hydrating, and just doing my cardio before shift so I'm already in town. Because I do have an hour commute to work, um, which I don't. Cause I really don't. I really don't. The town is small, but very small, and so I really don't necessarily want to live in Middleton. I wouldn't mind living near Middleton because there's like Salisbury and Grand Valley Oaks that are 8 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes down the road. But I'd really like to live at kind of like it's more than a midway point. But honestly, I'd really like to live in like Collierville because in Collierville there's multiple places on the highway where I could still get to East Memphis in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, which isn't bad, and still train at the gym that I like to train at. 'Cause I just don't think, although I see people do it, I just don't think being able to film yourself and vlog at Lifetime, if I was to move to Lifetime, would be very feasible. Plus, Lifetime was like $130 a month. That's like four of my gym memberships, more than four of my gym memberships put all into one. Or if I lived in Collierville, I could train at the Yard more, which is already I have a Lifetime VIP membership there, which is means I get to train for free there, thankfully. Um, But I really like to live in Collierville because to get from, depending where you're at, to get from Collierville to the PD, or I guess the police station, is at night it's like 40 minutes. During the day it's like 50 minutes. So it cuts out like my commute by like 10 to 15 minutes. Um, and it's not nearly as bad of a drive. But um, we'll see. I'm hoping to move this time by this time next year. So we'll see. We can make that happen. Right now, I'm good where I'm at. Um, the drive sucks, but I was doing this drive for years and years and years before going into law enforcement, doing personal training. So I'm accustomed to the drive. I normally listen to like audiobooks and YouTube videos, like sports podcasts. I normally listen to sports podcasts and audiobooks. So I'm able to get in, a solid amount of content of stuff I enjoy that's more entertainment wise on those commutes. I don't listen to a ton of music unless it's like late at night coming home and I need to stay awake. Because if I listen to an ebook on my way home, I'll definitely start dozing off at the wheel, which is not a good thing. But nonetheless, we have arms today. It's one of my first. I think it's my first solo arm day in like 4 weeks, which is crazy because I'm a big believer in having an arm day, especially if you don't already have very impressive arm. I'm not an arm dominant person. I'm a kind of a chest and upper back dominant person. Um, so more arms and more delts would definitely help somebody like me on my physique. Um, but yeah, gonna train arms. Gonna try to hit 4 to 5 movements per bicep and tricep. Um, and then gonna eat my first meal, which would be 4 ounces of shrimp, 5 eggs, and half a cup of rice. Then I need to stop at Sam's Club to get some grilled chicken and beef. I'm switching off of shrimp for a little bit and going with beef, um, just so I don't get burnt out on shrimp. Um, and then my goal is going to be to get 15,000 steps today. I got like 12K yesterday, but I'm gonna get 15,000 steps today, especially because it's an arm day, and try to do some hit cardio either before I leave work or while I'm still at the gym. But I'll probably go to the gym that's right down the street and do some hit work, some stairmaster, and some interval sprints. It's back hot this week, which I'm glad I got a little bit of a break from the extreme heat, but we got an extreme heat warning yesterday that goes through Tuesday, which is not the worst thing because I don't have to necessarily be out in the heat unless I get on a traffic stop or whatever. But when people want to talk, I'm like, hey, can we go pull in shade or go find a store to talk to? Because just standing out here in the heat and me sweating bullets is not the move when you're in this uniform. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. Um, I tell you what, that the pre-workout I'm using, it definitely gives you the itchy face more than a lot of pre-workouts that I've been using for a while. Cause I normally drink it. I have like a 15 to 17 minute commute to the gym, and so I normally start drinking it as soon as I pull out of the driveway. And about the time I'm pulling to the gym, like my face is crawling, and I don't mind it. I kind of like it because it makes me feel alive. But there's been a couple times since I've been on this, it's like almost been overbearing. Feel like an alien is crawling through my freaking head. But it was half off, and it's doing getting the job done. So we just kind of roll with it when that's the case. Um, until I get sponsored, I'll be using half price pre workouts for the rest of my life. But yeah, let's go get off the golds and train arms and start this eating day. Just a little bit of advice um, for my pre-workout caffeine coffee people. Really not even so much coffee people because they normally drink coffee before they even leave the house. A lot of them drink coffee before they even drink water. But when you pre-workout and caffeine people, it makes zero sense that you are drinking your pre-workout coffee while you're already in your workout. And that is because it takes caffeine like 30 to 60 minutes to even get in your system. So if you're drinking caffeine in order to enhance your workout or wake you up or improve your workout, you're really cutting yourself really short, because if you start drinking it, and I see a lot of people, they're halfway through their workout and they're still not done with their pre-workout. So if your goal is for your pre-workout of caffeine to truly enhance, improve, optimize whatever your workout, then drink it before you even leave the house. Or at worst, drink it on your way to the gym so that by the time you do your warm-up, which again you should be warming up, you've had at least 30 minutes in between and your caffeine can actually be in your system and doing what it needs to be doing what it needs to be doing. Same thing goes for fasted cardio crowd. If you are doing fasted cardio within 30 to 45 minutes of waking up, my suggestion would be the pound, 8 to 12 ounces of water, and then put your energy supplement or whatever in like 6 ounces of water and like chug that. So it's at least getting your system to wake you up and get you through your fasted cardio. And last note on caffeine. Most people that have been drinking caffeine for years and pre-workouts, for the most part, a lot of y'all don't struggle going to sleep when you drink caffeine in the second part of the day. But if you're somebody that's struggling with getting to sleep in any capacity, don't drink your caffeine within like 5 to 6 hours of going to sleep. Really, especially 3 to 4 hours of going to sleep. Because at that point, you're working against yourself, because your sleep is way more important for recovering energy than any pre-workout could ever be. I just wanted to throw that in there, because that's something I've been seeing a lot. Well, I've seen a lot for years, but never really talked about it.
All right. I'm doing what I tell a lot of people to do, and that's go for a walk after you eat. And honestly, if you can do a 10 to 15 minute walk after 2 to 3 of your meals per day, it'll make a big difference. Um, it helps obviously aid in digestion and metabolism, and it just keeps everything moving. It's also especially a good idea for people who are on GLP-1s, because one of the biggest things that GLP-1s do is they slow down gut motility. So when you're on a GLP-1, two of the best things you can do is get in steps for extra exercise and calorie expenditure. And obviously the biggest one that people suck at doing is drinking more water, staying properly hydrated. I would say if you're on GLP-1, you probably need to drink 1 to 1.5 liters more water per day just to keep everything pushing through smoothly. But especially after my bigger carb meals, so I just had my post-workout meal because I train fasted. So my post-workout meal is a meal that I normally have the most amount of carbs in, which is normally a cup, and then I'll have a half a cup in 2 other meals a day. So right now I'm doing 2 cups of rice per day total on training days. And that's for upper and lower body. I was doing a little bit more on lower body days, but that's a calorie drop that I'm doing now that we're like, 9 weeks out from the first show. So, but the weather's nice. I'm not sure the temperature. I think it's already like 88 or 89 or 90, but it's breezy, and I'm not like busting out sweat. The humidity is finally dropping off, which is nice. And again, I know I said this the other day on my sprinting day. Damn, this dude's flying. But I want to get my next like purchase of something I absolutely don't need is I want some Oakley Metas, because they'd be great for a walk, even though you wouldn't be able to see me talk. But they'd be good for runs when I'm actually doing sprinting and other cool, fun stuff that I'll be doing for the rest of this prep, just to get some non-traditional cardio in while I'm in prep. That wasn't super smooth, but I didn't die. But yeah, so I'm 1 meal down, 4 meals to go. I do 5 meals a day. I get all my protein, and I'm normally getting 60 to 75 grams of protein per meal, depending on the time of the day and meal timing. I probably should do a what I eat in a day video. Maybe that'll be something I can accomplish on an off day when I'm not moving and shaking as much. Yeah, I need to do that my next off day. Plus I'll just add in more total content and more time of me yapping around in my mouth, or from my mouth I should say. East Memphis is nice, decent amount of people, things moving and shaking, there's energy here. I've only been downtown once this year, and there's a gym downtown that I haven't been to that I want to try, so maybe that'll be a off day thing as well sometime in the near future, maybe when I'm in a little bit deeper prep. But yeah, I think the next time you'll see me is maybe at Club 4 Fitness to do my harder cardio.